Have you ever heard about the man that got his body chopped up and came back to life and they calling him the Black Jesus? Jesus was originally black anyway, so. This is Simeon Toko, born February 24th, 1918. Born in the Congo, Toko was known for performing miracles upon his people. He was the one that helped Congo gain independence. January 4th, 1959, they say Toko sent his army of small people against Belgian colonists. It said they saw human beings with supernatural powers, short but very muscular. The occurrences of Toko's abilities goes way back when he was younger, and 2 Portuguese workers told him that there was weeds stuck in a tractor. He started the tractor up and his body started getting chopped off. They thought they succeeded, but his body started to regenerate. After this, they got so scared, they started the Tokish church. This much power was threatening to a lot of people. He even had Catholic priests try to throw him out of a plane. He stopped the plane mid-air. Not playing with niggas. The most prominent story is when Portuguese doctors tried to perform surgery on him to take his heart out. In the middle of them taking his heart out, he woke up with no heart in his body and said, "Why are you prosecuting me like this? Give me my heart back." They put his heart back ASAP. There's even a photo of him showing the scar afterwards. Before Toko died, when he was 66, he told them that more people like him were going to start coming more alive. Say his body is still undecaying today in a mountain in Angola.
For educational purposes only, this is what the average female orangutan looks like. And this is the story of Pony. Pony is a female orangutan who was held captive for a period of 6 to 10 years. The exact amount of time is unclear. During her captivity, she was chained to a bed, forcefully shaved every day, and then gang raped by men every single day for a period of between 6 to 10 years. See, Pony was kidnapped from her mother in the jungle. When wildlife conservationists found out about Pony, they tried to rescue her, but they were attacked by those who held her captive. As a result, 35 armed policemen had to come in to save Pony from captivity. One more time, it took 35 heavily armed police officers to save a female orangutan who was being held captive and ex-trafficked by human men.
Why?
Hi Dana, I understand that you have built your entire platform on being aggressively allergic to any form of common sense, but I think you and I can both agree, objectively, a female orangutan is not the most sexually attractive based on your standards. However, attractability has never been the reason why women face violence from men. It's because there are violent men who exist, and then there are people like you who never want to hold them accountable. Yep. Because of people like you and the things that you say, it almost seems as if every time a woman reports violence, we need to check her attractability rating. I mean, if she's not a 10, like who even wants to touch her, right? Pony is now living safely in a sanctuary. She's about 23 years old today. She will never be well adjusted enough to go back into the wild. She will have to live with humans for the rest of her life. An orangutan would have chosen a bear.
Some of y'all women, you're doing too much.
If jail penetrates you enough, you can keep yourself there. If somebody get raped and killed in this bathroom, if the experience hurt enough, they'll be the ghost of this goddamn venue. So, this is why people say, try not to emotionally feed into stuff, and like our parents trick us into doing that. Because as a kid, naturally you don't care. Like as a kid, you can take something and they like, I don't care. They really don't. But that's good. But we be like, you better care, and we teach them to attach themselves to the loss of the event that's occurring, So we gotta be like Buddha. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm gonna deal with this shit higher body, but if it don't go my way, I don't give a fuck. That's like a tricky mentality to have, but it's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna try my best. But if I fail, I honestly don't give a fuck. So that way I'm not attached to the frequency of the environment to where my soul is still here. You know what I'm trying to say?
Out the real image, gave us the fake. This looks like something off of Star Trek. I'm about to show you a few things though. I know it's a lot of people who want to know more about the moon gates. When we talk about the moon gates, we have to start at Antarctica. It's the lowest point to our firmament. I'm just showing you that there is more than what meets the eye. There's levels to this. When I first did the video on this moon gate, A lot of people didn't comprehend what was going on here. Whether you knew it or not, a lot of NASA scientists were down here with other scientists. They were already observing from several telescopes around the world they have strategically placed. As you can see, the moon looks gigantic, and it definitely doesn't look like the moon that we see in the daytime nor nighttime. This is extremely old footage and evidence. They were trying to pinpoint another entry point just to get on the moon. And not only that, to escape. I can tell you this, they found the truth of God on this earth, and they don't want to be here. No matter how many times they try to surpass the firmament, they always fail. They thought that maybe if they could enter in through the gateway and get on the moon, that they could possibly go out with the moon throughout the gateway. They were sadly mistaken. They lost a lot of astronauts who were willing to take this task and take on this mission. So after so many losses, you started to see unmanned craft. And then the excuses came about. Really did tell us straight out, though, I can say, that it was too dangerous for them to do manned missions, even though they claimed to place astronauts on that ISIS, which seemed to truly be recorded from a green screen in the studio. I believe there's a lot of entities and UFOs that entered our airspace, so they try to make up something when we see something floating around and it's constant. Disclosure is a must. I'm showing you right here, they was looking and peering so hard trying to find a way into that gateway. Little do they know, entering some of those gateways are like entering a wormhole or a black hole. They don't know the actual results of coming out on the other end. Witnessed several different entities and craft that seem to move effortlessly through this ether that we see. Truth of the matter is, there's no escape for them either. Tesla actually has his hands full. He's gonna do like his predecessors before him, attempt until he go gray. Remember, common sense and discernment doesn't fall from trees, nor does it grow from one. Keep God first. I'm gonna let you see the footage by itself.
No! Siema mi kurwa bateria.
Shine the master.
I found out it was banned in prisons, and I was immediately intrigued.
There's some things in there that you might feel like are evil.
Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. If you need to turn to an ally for help, do not bother to remind him of your past assistance and good deeds. He will find a way to ignore you. Instead, uncover something in your request or in your alliance with him that will benefit him, and emphasize it out of all proportion. He will respond enthusiastically when he sees something to be gained for himself.
This is the Grand Canyon. See, I supposed to shrunk it, bro. Let me show y'all something. Let me shrink that right quick. Y'all hold tight. Y'all hold tight. Let me shrink that. Y'all roll the corn while I'm gone. Roll the corn. I'll be right. Check this out, y'all. This is the Grand Canyon. This the Grand Canyon. The same fucking, that's the bow and arrow going that way. This is Orions belt right here. It's Mintaka, Analium, or Anatok. It's three temples right there. The Temple of Isis is right here. The Tower of Set is still making the fucking, look. It's still making the same fucking layout. Look. Look at that. Now look at this. It's the same shit, man. We know the truth now.
About to go on. That's okay, I'll wait for the next one. Okay. I'll wait for the next one. You play sports. Yo, though, he plays sports.
I play games for sure.
No, you look like you play sport. You play sports. What team are you on? Stop lying. I've seen you before.
You know what video I have not seen on TikTok? The video that said, I'm Native American. I'm full Native American. Like, I'm part of this land. I'm indigenous to this land. I have came from this land. All my life growing up in New Orleans, Louisiana, I have been told I'm part Indian. No, I ain't part. I'm all of it. Because I don't know my culture. I don't know the language. I don't even know anything about it. And the country that I live in did a great job of taking what we were and dismembering it. So now you're like, and then they say, oh wait, you come from Africa. Oh my God. Oh, it's the answer to all our thoughts. Hell no. Because nobody that I know lives in Africa. But then people want to say, you're black. You can't be Native American. You can't be Indian. You got to look like the clear colored people with... No. Don't tell me what I'm not. I know what I am. But yeah, I don't know my culture. I don't know anything about Native Americans. I just know we celebrate a little bit in New Orleans. I know that for sure. I know a little bit. I know family members spoke a different language, but they didn't choose to pass it down. And what I suspect that people chose not to pass down because they were born in the 50s, the 60s, the 40s. They were afraid, or even the 30s, they were afraid, or even the 20s. They were afraid to be outcast. So they was like, let's conform to the social norm so we don't be put as the outcast. Maybe I would have been put as the outcast. I would have been, we are this, and we gonna... Healthy recipes need to be in the family. The way they pass down food recipes, they should be passing down healthy recipes of family. My kids gonna know they're Indian. I don't need no blood test to tell me I'm Indian. I'm Indian. To this land, I'm a native. Okay? Don't mean to holler. But I'm just at the point where it's just like, I'm not black. I do not look, this jacket right here is like a dark gray, light gray. This steering wheel cover is black, okay? I am brown, copper color, like, you know, the color of copper, like the penny. You know what I mean? I am one with nature. My hair grows like the trees, like, I'm like a plant, a flower. You know, I rose from the concrete. It's just so much stuff that I was just wondering, like, hi, nobody has not, or I have not came across the video where they say, I'm Native American to this land. Like, I'm not even American. I don't even want to consider myself an American. I'm native to this land. Okay? That's what I am. So I want all my reparation. I don't care about the people before me who said that they didn't want it or they signed a deal. I didn't sign that damn deal. I was born in the 90s. I didn't sign that deal. Okay, like, stop. I don't know nobody on this earth that's black. There are very dark shades of brown. Yes, I do believe that. But I tell my children all the time, you're not black, baby. What color does your skin look like? And they said, Mommy, it's brown. Because we're brown. We're brown. Can we stop calling ourselves black? Like, that's one of the vocabulary words I want to take out. Because I'm not, even I be saying the word black. And I'm not black, like... Do we not know our colors? Like, what the hell? Like, we're native. And if you don't believe that, you don't have to. I'm not pushing my agenda on anybody. But I know for myself and my family, we're Native Americans, okay? We don't do the whole or all the other stuff because we don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. Why we don't know that? Because of the country that I live in, that I was born in. And so, yeah. I mean... It's a topic that I don't even hear being talked about. I hear everybody say, yeah, we're from Africa. It's time to go back to Africa. I never believed one part of me that I was from Africa. My whole life they told me I was Native American. I'm indigenous to this land. This is my land. I've been here. I have not been overseas. But you guys can carry on. Happy Moon Day. Yeah, I mean, if you're curious or if you got questions or you want to say anything, you can comment down below. But this is a safe place. This is not a place to put out hate and dispute. This is not a video to shame anybody else. But I'm Native, and I'm Native, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm Native. I'm a Native Indian. Okay, like I am from this land, and I'm so passionate about what I say. But that's what I am. That's what my family is, and we're gonna learn all the languages that we need to learn, because I think it's so messed up that they didn't share that healthy recipe. Like, I could be bilingual. My kids could be bilingual. Not even bilingual. We could be tri. We could be. I don't even know if it's a quadlingual. We could know so many languages. But yeah, you guys have a great day. I just wanted to share this. I don't know, but this is. I don't need a blood test, baby. I'm tired of them talking about blood tests. Everybody over here, we did this test, we did that test. I don't need no damn test. I need them to go in, if it's the Vatican's or wherever that big old world library is, go in there and grab them goddamn books and bring them out to the world so we can read them all together, know the real truth that y'all hiding. But carry on. Have a great day. Gotcha! Gotcha!
Stupid motherfuckers. That look like Nick. That looks like Nick in the car. Gotcha. Gotcha.
A rare cosmic event appears to have opened a portal in Tennessee. And guess who else has seen a wormhole in Tennessee? Me, in 2006. This is my UFO encounter that I reported to MUFON in 2012. In 2015, Jan, the executive director of MUFON, hit me back. He did some sinister shit, went to prison, but before he did, he sent this guy, Hector, a retired military independent investigator. He lives where I live, and said he got my case and wants to do a face-to-face. He also said he knows where I live. And I'm like, damn, how you know where I live, bro? Peter Davenport, he wanted me to resubmit to this new website. Paul asked if I had a chance to have the skin item examined by medical professionals. In my case, I said I was abducted by extraterrestrials around 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. Now listen to this woman.
It was 2:48 in the morning.
I also said, as I looked to the left, I saw what appeared to be something like a rainbow. It was purple and pink and set over my neighbor's tree. I've never seen that before.
I'm like, I ain't never seen nothing like that. No rainbow, nothing like that in the sky at night.
Now this is the house we lived in right here. This was my room, and this is the tree.
And that's where the wormhole was.
This is us in the living room, and this is the backyard and the neighbor's house. I was standing right here on this slab right here. None of this was here. This is the tree it went over, right? This is the closest thing I could ever find to show y'all what it looked like. It was transparent, and it looks pixelated, more like the squares in a TV.
Basically, a QLED or LED TV has light in the back that shines through all the time, and then you're trying to stop some of that light with dimming zones, and you're changing that light into colors with color filters. That is the Q layer or the quantum layer. Now, OLED is organic light emitting diode. diode, and it's a newer technology for TVs in general. And an OLED consists of millions of pixels that can all be lit up or change to a certain color or be completely off. Where you can have pixels that are on and off right next to each other, creating perfect contrast.
Now, when the UFO came out of that wormhole, it was surrounded by this neon green and blue weird ass plasma that looked like it should have been dripping, but it wasn't. We also have a mini CERN in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. This is what it looks like. This is the inside. We also have laboratories dedicated to figuring out how wormholes work.
Look at that streak across the sky, y'all. It's 2:48 in the morning. What the is that? I'm like, I ain't never seen nothing like that. No rainbow, nothing like that in the sky at night. The is that? Tell me what's going on. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Now let's listen to this breakdown by my guy.
This purple cloud, you see purple and light blue, light green. Watch the purple cloud. You're going to see them appear and they're rolling top to bottom. Watch. You see that one? You're going to see another one appear. See it? Then you're going to see another one appear.
Now, I believe that rolling is that plasma surrounding that UFO coming out that wormhole.
Situasi pagi ini jam 8.30 kembali menyemburkan asap. Jam 8.30.
It's not my imagination. Now, where the hell do you go every day?
To the bathroom, sir.
To the bathroom. To the damn bathroom. For 40 minutes a day? What are you doing there? We're T-minus 0 here. I put a lot of faith in you.
There's no bathroom for me here.
What do you mean there's no bathroom for you here?
There is no bathroom. There are no colored bathrooms in this building or any building outside the West Campus, which is half a mile away. Did you know that? I have to walk to Timbuktu just to relieve myself. And I can't use one of the handy bikes. Picture that, Mr. Harrison. My uniform, skirt below my knees, my heels, and a simple string of pearls. Well, I don't own pearls. Lord knows you don't pay colors enough to afford pearls. And I work like a dog, day and night, living off of coffee from a pot none of you want to touch. So, excuse me if I have to go to the restroom a few times a day.
There you have it. No more colored restrooms.
Didn't look exactly like that. Looked a little bit bigger. It was at nighttime after dark, but there was indeed something next to the moon, and it wasn't a reflection. I could see it before I even took the photo. That's what this gentleman's claiming here. The email goes on to say that I just received some pictures from my 10 to 9:45 p.m. They took several videos of this anomaly in the sky. This is one of many short video clips that were sent in. I chose this one because they were all pretty much the same. But notice the anomaly to the right side of the moon. And it's not moving around as the camera's moving around. You can see the green reflection clearly moving around. That's what reflections do, and that's what I was talking about with regard to the other photos. When the recording device moves around, if it's a reflection, it's obviously going to move around with the recording device. That thing there, whatever it may be, is remaining stationary, and it's at the 5 o'clock position of the moon. If the moon were
I saw this in real life.
5 o'clock position, and that's that's where it remained
in real time.
during the 39-second video out of South Carolina. Very cool. And to be honest, that looks very similar to what we saw out here in Arizona. It seems like there's been several. Does not move. So I want to play this one again for those of you that did not see it. Here we go.
My name is Melissa Kaler. It is April 23rd, 2024, 10 p.m. in St. George, Utah. My daughter, Sam, texted me and told me to go out and look at the moon. It's a full moon tonight. I went and looked at it, and it looked totally normal, totally beautiful. I went to start taking pictures of it and noticed that there are two of them. Two moons. The one above is brighter, the one below looks normal. You cannot see this with the naked eye. You can only see it taking a picture or video, apparently. I am using an iPhone.
Recently at Rema's concert, he performed a ritual that shocked his fans. This fan said while attending the concert, she was scared for her life. Other fans said they were traumatized and had to leave the show early.
Oh, and then you're on a bat. Oh, baby, no. Hell no. Not my soul. Even one girl that I was talking to at the train station, she was saying that the whole time she felt possessed. You see, when he started doing that chanting thing, I was with my friend, we started praying. Because hell no, like, we even left early because in general, like, it wasn't the best. But you're here trying to capture my soul.
In front of thousands of people, Rema performed a satanic ritual. He also mocked the word of God by portraying himself to be one of the horsemen in the book of Revelations. Do you all remember when I said, when occultists form a circle, the demonic realm intensifies? And this explains why his fans were traumatized and some felt possessed. And during one of his performances, he depicted himself riding on a bat. And take a look at his album cover. Notice there's an upside down picture of a church. The cross is upside down. Also, the church is on fire while surrounded by entities. If you're walking in the spirit, you can see that a destructive spirit is operating through this music artist, and it's using him to traumatize people and to lead them into bondage. Some of his fans said he was singing in a language that they couldn't understand. So that is evidence that unclean spirits were manifesting through him. And it's a known fact that they can talk through people, they can sing through people. This is nothing to play with. Everybody at the concert should have ran for their life. Better yet, they should have never been there. We are living in the end times. The spiritual realm has intensified because the enemy knows his time is short. This is what to expect from this artist. All the evidence proves that this guy is in covenant with the enemy. So don't be surprised when his friend start traumatizing people at the concert. And I'm speaking of the enemy. And if you're a follower of Jesus Christ and you are attracted to darkness, something is wrong, because light and darkness has no fellowship. Warn your bloodline, warn your household, tell your friends, tell your family to avoid these type of people, because we are in the end time and the enemy is harvesting souls. Jesus said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. God bless you.
That I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened for Jay.
Sighting of a little person was about 1.5 years, 2 years ago by someone from the Bureau of Land Management. He was on horseback riding through here, checking out the interior. And what he saw angered him. He thought somebody let their little child run naked out in the interior. And he goes, who in their right mind would let a child run loose out here? And when he starts calling down to the thing, it takes off running from him, only to reappear again. But this time, he gets a better look at it, and he realizes this is no child. He's got a good look at the face. It's got a wrinkled face, jagged teeth, and it's holding a little weapon in its hand like a spear. So at this time, he's not angry. Now he's frightened. He's looking at something he knows it shouldn't exist. So now he's drawing his gun and he's going down there towards it, and it ran into a labyrinth of rocks, and he spent a time looking for it, could never find it again. So these are just some of the stories that natives, including miners, even Jacob Waltz, had encounters in here that he could not explain at all. He said it was time that he would not sleep. He would go to sleep with his gun in his hand because there were things happening out there that he couldn't understand that even frightened veteran miners like Jacob Waltz. For me, at the museum, I love these stories. I mean, I heard nothing but mining stories the whole time I was there. Then I started talking to some veteran miners, and I started talking to some of the Apaches. The last sighting of a little person